Hey, how you guys doing? So this is gonna be another game. Yeah, oh my gosh. So this is gonna be another game dev update. The last video I made, I did like an overview of what that was. Also, I was really tired. But this time I'm gonna go into specifics. Like I mentioned beforehand, the game's main theme will be Shatter. The game has to incorporate Shatter in its narrative or in its gameplay. Either way, it has to shatter somehow. And while working with GameMaker was fun, there's no way one person's gonna make a game. You know, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So my game design class is teaming up with the computer science class to make this game. Everybody is put into teams of 4, and each member has an assigned role. These roles consist of the producer, the programmer, the designer, and the artist. I was assigned to be the artist. That just makes sense, you know, that's why I'm here. But for the other 3 roles, we have Jameer Lane Johnson as the designer, we have Donathan Naper as the programmer, and we have Aiden Stayford as the producer. Our idea for this game is just that it's going to be a platformer and you can shoot projectiles that shatter enemies, you know, incorporating that shatter element in the game. To make the gameplay experience kind of cohesive, we thought of a narrative. Also, it was kind of needed for this assignment, so there's that. You start off in this small solar system where there's this giant sun and it's surrounded by like 4 planets. And on top of the sun, there lives this guy with like a star mask on his face. His name is Ray. And Ray's job is to make sure that each planet gets enough sun so, you know, they're thriving and living. But one day, these weird crystal monsters appear. They invade this small solar system and take the power of the sun. They ultimately want to rule the galaxy, but in order to do that, they need the power of a sun to power up their weapon. Without the sun's radio glow, Ray's solar system is now dying, so now he has to follow these crystal monsters and get the power of the sun back. That's basically what happens in the narrative. We might tweak some things just so we can have a good cohesive game, you know, like this guy. I was thinking of making him the final boss in the game, but that's just probably going to be a lot. Also, we can only make a maximum of 2 levels, so that's going to be a lot of programming. To keep it simple, we were just thinking of making one long level with 3 segments that involve like puzzles and platforming, and maybe the 3rd segment can have puzzles and platforming together to make it a real challenge. We were actually able to make some progress with the programming, or rather like the programmer and the designer, because I don't know how to do all that. I was able to make a small animation for Ray's throwing attack animation, because he's gonna throw crystals to shatter the crystal monsters. We tested it to see if it will look right in the program, and it looked great. Right now we're just basically trying to get everything done that needs to be done. You know, we've made a list of things. I have a list of things like the background, enemy animations, Ray's animations, and yeah, we're just trying to check them off the list and get it going. That's basically everything we've got done so far. So we'll see how it goes later. And hopefully by the next vlog, we'll have a bunch of things done and I'll have a bunch of things to show you. So that's it for now. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.